All right, we're here at the fork at Jack Straw Springs in Johns Meadow. So we'll back up a little ways and we'll take it to the right. We'll head up to Johns Meadow. A lot of dead trees here. These were all dead standing and the Forest Service came in and knocked a bunch of it out, which is great for us overnighters. That way we feel a little safer when we pop our tent down in the grove at night. So far, this is a beautiful trail with lots of shade, lots of tree coverage. You're really immersed in the forest, and it's relatively easy so far. All right, well, I'd say we're probably not even a mile in, maybe half mile to 3/4 of a mile, and we got some good water flowing here. This is before 4C Creek. It's definitely enough to filter if you need to, and it's steadily flowing, so just a little trail report there. So we're probably about a mile and a half in, and you reach this little roundabout here, and you get up to this big rock where Zach is sitting on. There's a big rock outcropping, and that's kind of your halfway point. So this is a really easy hike in. This is great for a beginner hike if you're bringing someone new to the game.
Just kind of give you an idea where we're at. So we're right, which is where the trailhead is, right about there. And we're right here on the other side of that. And then there's the...
Yeah, so it is about halfway.
It's about halfway.
Almost exactly. Yeah, great. If you guys don't already have it, Avenza is an awesome application you can put on your phone.
Yeah, I got it. I heard from, I think it was Jason or David that told me about it, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's how I found it, from all you guys, and it's free too.
And how it runs in airplane mode is great.
It's amazing. Yeah, so it runs in airplane mode. You don't need any signal or service.
Yeah, you're not using it.
And you use caltopo.com to make your maps, and you basically send them to yourself in an email as a PDF. And on your phone, you just open up the email, download the PDF into the program, so it's super easy. You hear that, Matt? Yeah, I don't hear anything either. Just how I like it. So if you're bringing dogs up here, anytime in December or January, or maybe a couple months from now, these little creeks seem to be flowing, and this is about a half mile ahead of the one that I just videoed prior. So if you have dogs, this is great. You really probably won't even need to bring water for them if you're just doing a day hike. And yeah, so this is flowing really nice. It's actually flowing better than the first one.
2 days. We go up and stay at Lumber Pine.
That's on my list for next season, buddy. We got to hit that since we both missed that trip. So we got a sweet little lookout here. We're pretty close to the meadow, Johns Meadow. So, story with that is we're day hiking because we could not get a permit because the offices were closed, obviously, for the holidays.
We're still going to our location.
Yes, but we're going to still go up there, hang out, cook some food, and enjoy our time while we have it. Not too shabby. Let's see if we can get an echo here. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, here's the switchback we go down.
So up here, you said is a lookout. If we head up this way.
That right there.
Hi. Yeah. Cool. So we'll hit that on the way back.
And then John's Meadow right there.
Very cool. We're closing in. We're only an hour and a half into the hike. Well, we're just starting to descend a little bit down the trail. There's a couple switchbacks, and we can already hear the water going, which is a good sign, which means we don't have to backtrack to those little creeks. So what we're hearing is 4C Creek. That's going to be our main water source at Johns Meadow, and I think it's like a 1/4 mile behind, or an 1/8 mile behind the meadow itself. So pretty cool. All right, so we made it to the 4C Creek junction here, and you can see there's a little ice forming. Got ice there, ice up here, but it's definitely not in danger of freezing. Looks real good right now. Water's really flowing nice. And so we could filter here, but there's actually a better spot to filter that's a little closer to the camp. So we'll go ahead and do that. Let's traverse this. Pretty straightforward. Nice dry crossing. Can't beat a dry crossing. All right, and we've made it to John's Meadow. Cool, so John's Meadow camp. Beautiful sign.
There's a flat spot right up here by this tree.
So there's like 3 spots here. You could probably fit a lunar solo here, a big Agnes copper spur Yule 2, basically any style of tarp tent. I don't think you wouldn't really get away with a duplex, maybe a solplex. This one's pretty nice here. It's a little bigger, and then you got a big guy here, but it's kind of slanting down into the left. What we're doing now is we're just walking to the other creek. It's closer to the campsite, and we're gonna go filter some water. Pan searing some sausage. So Matt let me use his spatula too, his MSR skillet. You want to throw them in with all the grease, right?
Yeah, don't worry about the grease.
What you got cooking, Matt?
It's a roast beef and cheese melt with some leftover turkey and ham from Christmas.
Looking good, man. And then what did I cook in there that you used?
You cooked your sausages just a minute ago in here. Kind of greased up the pan for us.
Looking
Perfect.
good, man. Smells good too. Zach, you having the same? Yeah? Awesome.
I'm actually cooking his sandwich first.
Oh, of course.
Have to be a good uncle.
Yes. And I'm cooking up what looks like lard, sausage, a little olive oil, and some salt and pepper, and I'll throw the ramen in there. And it should be good. Well, it's got a little chilly here in the meadow. Probably 40 to 44, I think, is what our gauges are saying. I'm eating my top ramen with some sausage. My coffee's brewed. Matt and Zach polished their sandwiches off, and we're just kicking it for a little bit.
Yep.
We're gonna head out once the sun starts setting. All right, so I got my sweet cup of coffee. My Starbucks Instant Nasty. Matt, what you got going, brother?
Making a hot chocolate.
Very nice, dude.
It's not ready yet.
On the Titan.
As I said earlier, I'm cooking the water.
And what do you got, Light Max down there?
Light Max.
It's a good little
MSR
setup.
Titan kettle. There's some water in there. This is like the fuel that I just refuel myself.
Nice. How'd it work?
It works out good.
Did you get that like flame up at first, where it like kind of spouts?
Yeah, it does that when you overfill it. So you gotta make sure you put the right amount in. That's what the problem was on Baldy.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's why you gotta run it out.
Good deal. And what do you think of the trip so far, Zach?
It's a very snazzy trip.
Snazzy. All right, I like it. He's got a sweet little pack too, a little REI Trail 40.
Courtesy of his uncle.
His awesome uncle. Matt at Lead Me Outdoors, and then me and Matt just have excellent taste. I mean, that's all I can really say. ULA Photon there, ULA Photon there. I mean, what else can be said about that? Just good taste. So I'm heading uphill from John Meadow, just to see if there's anything up here, like any flat spots. It's getting pretty cold. I'd say it's 40 right now, maybe even upper 30s. Yeah, just enjoying some coffee. I'm enjoying this day hike. We're gonna head back down in the dark. So this is awesome, man. We couldn't pull permits, but that's all right. So, all right. It looks like we've got one semi-flat spot up here that would work in a pinch. No, it's actually pretty flat. This would be a good spot for a square tent. Maybe only pitch the vestibule on one side, or a tarp setup. Okay, so I found another flat spot here up on the hill. You can see Matt and Zach way down there at the traditional locations where you'd camp. So this is a nice spot here. This is great because if you're kind of a little freaked out about bears and stuff, which, you know, let's be real, who isn't? You've got some nice protection here. Nice protection here with some thorn bush behind you. And then this is all blocked in too with down trees and foliage. So it's a great little spot, and really, I mean, there's some big trees to fall on you, I guess, but it's actually more of an open area than, say, down below. So very nice spot. And actually on the other side, there's another really nice flat spot here, protected on 2 corners. So this is a good place to camp. You know, we couldn't get permits. Unfortunately, the office was closed, so we couldn't get permits. So I drove up, I did the 2-hour drive, and I just decided we're gonna do a day hike, and we're gonna hike out at night, and brought some creature comforts like a camp chair. I would never bring a camp chair on a backpacking trip. This is my first time, but I figured for a day hike, it's easy, and it's okay to carry the extra weight. And, well, getting a little chilly here, sun's starting to set. You can see it on the hillside over there. Pretty cool.
Not a soul out here.
No, we're the only ones, man. It's a shame we can't camp here, huh?
We will eventually.
We're gonna get back out here.
Get Anthony out here and his wife.
Veronica, you're coming, because I know you're gonna watch this. You watch all my videos. You're coming here. It's a good spot. All right, we're heading out of John's Meadow. Or is it up there? Down here, maybe? Yep. And got our headlamps going. Not too shabby.
How fast can you put this video up, Anthony?
I don't know. It depends.
Come on, man.
If I have some time, I'll probably do it Friday.
It's gonna be a unique one where it's like we're coming out at night.
Yeah, it should be fun. Should be fun. Heading up a ridge right now. Heading up to an outlook just above the meadow. All right, so we're back at that crossing, John's Meadow and Jack Straw Springs. About a quarter mile from the cars. And I kind of stopped video, man, because that trail was pretty eerie. What do you guys think about that trail at night, Matt?
Yeah, it's pretty sketchy.
Yeah, huh? A lot of blind corners.
Blind corners, burned from lightning strikes, look like you said,
Black bears.
black bears or just something. A lot of dead trees that kind of had that creepy Blair Witch Project look.
Yeah, it's an eerie forest to walk through at night. I wouldn't suggest it. Definitely not like Dobbs or something like that. What do you think, Zach?
Very sketchy, scary.
It's kind of creepy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little creepy. So, luckily, we've all got headlamps, and then I brought my big mag light. So, I'm actually happy you brought it, because it lit up the trail real nice. So,
Yeah.
We're going to keep heading down. If you guys want to lead the way, I'm going to shine up back and kind of just video. All right, so now I'm the back of the pack. I'm the bait, as they would call it. The bait, right? So the trail opens up quite a bit now, but back there, man, you're really tight in it. You're in the trees, and there's a lot of blind corners, so you got to go around, approach a lot of them slowly, because this is a black bear laden area for sure. All right, well, we've made it back to the trailhead. Here's the welcome and the information sign for Forsey Creek Trail, San Gorgonio Wilderness. It's a pretty easy trail to navigate. Just do it during the day, and make sure you bring a headlamp at night. And yep, just make sure you follow the rules. No campfires. You can see no charcoal fires. Stoves are permitted, but you have to have a permit and a permit to backpack here. So very cool little spot. Look, someone left some tea. Looks like they had tea in there. All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next adventure. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.